Welcome back to the Apex Legends tutorial series. In part 2 of this 3-part mini-series, we are going to be covering all of the things that you can interact with, focusing on class abilities and supply bins. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into ring consoles and survey beacons. Ring consoles can be accessed by any controller hero. As you can see here, a ring console reveals the next circle's location. If you pull up your map, this is what a ring console looks like. It looks like a little dish or a ring or whatever. This is what it looks like in the world. You can see the same icon there. You can also see the icon on your mini map. It cannot be accessed from any other point on here except the front. If you try to go in the back, you will not be able to access it. You have to access it through the console in the front. As you can see there, if I my tooltip shows me that if I hold down Alt, then I will be able to reveal the next console. If I press Alt, it will start an animation, which I can stop just by releasing the key in case someone attacks me. But otherwise, I can hold down my use key, and then when I do that, it will play this lengthy animation, which will then reveal the next circle. I get 200 Evo charge for my trouble, and as you can see here, the next circle is revealed in green. One of the cool parts about ring consoles is that they can be reused. You can only reveal one circle at a time, but when the circle finishes closing and the next play area here in white becomes the current play area, the green circle will then turn white, showing you where the next location, where the next play area is going to be, and then you can use the ring console again. So you can use the same one, you can go to another one and reveal the next location again. It's going to go through the same animation, it's going to give you the same 200 Evo charge, and it's also going to reveal the next circle. So if the circle keeps landing on you, you can keep using the same ring console to constantly reveal the next location, and you can also kind of farm it a little bit to charge up your shield. I mean, you generally want to charge your shield by dealing damage to other players, but at the same time, if the circle keeps landing on you, you can keep using it. You could even go into the circle and use it if you want to. So like, this is kind of a bad example because it's so far away, but if it's just on the other side of the circle, you can go in the circle, use it, and then reveal the next location, which can help inform your rotations and maybe give you information on where you want to go and how you want to get there. Survey beacons can be accessed by any recon hero. As you can see here, a survey beacon will reveal nearby enemy positions for a short time. A survey beacon looks like a satellite dish on your map. This is what it looks like in the world, and just like a ring console, you have to access it from the front. You cannot access it from the back. You have to press and use your use key on the console in the front. When you do so, a very short animation will play. You will get 75 Evo charge for your trouble, and if you pull up your map, you'll now be able to see all enemy player locations within this green circle. They are revealed as red arrows. You can only use a survey beacon one time, and then you cannot use it again. So if you want to get another scan, that means you would have to go to another survey beacon. This information can be very useful to help inform your rotations. By understanding where other players are, you can have better rotations. You can understand when to push, where maybe not to push, when you want a third party or not. It's just one of the most powerful things that recon heroes can do is to scan. That is going to do it for ring consoles and survey beacons. Let's go ahead and shift gears over to supply bins. There are 6 types of supply bins in Apex Legends. You have 2 variations of standard supply bins. There are 2 variations of class supply bins and 2 variations of rare supply bins. Let's start out with the standard supply bin. So what you're going to experience for the majority of every game is this standard supply bin here. It has a kind of an orange outline to it, and it's going to contain basic loot, the same loot that you're going to find on the floor. Once round 3 starts, all of those supply bins are going to eject their loot, and then they will be replaced by these supply bins. They kind of have like a reddish outline to them. These supply bins are basically the same sort of style where you're just getting normal loot, except it's a little bit better. You're going to start finding like level 2 attachments, level 3 attachments, bigger heals. Those things will be a little bit more common in those supply bins. So that's what you're going to find most often in the game. For the next type of supply bin, I want to be clear that any legend, no matter the class, can open these supply bins. However, these colored ones, the blue and the red, they have hidden compartments in them, and those hidden compartments can only be accessed by legends within that certain class. So as an example, the blue supply bin is for support heroes. So if you are playing a support hero, you can access the hidden compartment in the support supply bin. Within that hidden compartment, you're going to find lots of big heals. So you're going to find shield batteries, med kits, phoenix kits. You'll also find survival items like evac towers, etc. If you are playing an assault hero, that gives you access to the hidden compartment in assault supply bins. The hidden compartment in those supply bins is what I consider to be smart loot. So what it does is it will look at what you currently have equipped, and then it will give you upgraded attachments for all of your guns. So if you are, for example, running, I don't know, R301 assault rifle and an R99 submachine gun, you're not going to get sniper rifle attachments from that compartment. It's going to be good. It's going to be upgrades for you. The last two types of supply bins are rare supply bins. The first one we're going to talk about is the legendary supply bin, or the yellow one. These will spawn randomly during round 3. And when they are opened, they will contain legendary loot. So this is one way that you can get a gold helmet. As a reminder, a gold helmet increases the effectiveness of your small heals. It actually doubles the effectiveness of your small heals. That's your shield cell and your syringes. The red supply bin is called the Mythic supply bin. Only one will spawn in the game, and its location is revealed on the map by a pulsing red dot. Once the location is revealed and round 3 starts, the Mythic supply bin will spawn. The Mythic supply bin is the only bin that does not open instantly. You have to press and hold your interact key on it for a good while. I don't know exactly what the timer is. It's somewhere between like 8 and 10 seconds. And you have to, basically, you're putting yourself at risk of being shot while you're trying to open this. You can stop opening it if someone does challenge you for that supply bin. And you can also look around while you are opening the supply bin as well. So if you can see someone that's trying to push you while you're trying to open it, you can stop and you can engage them. If you successfully open the Mythic supply bin, you are rewarded with some of the best loot that you're going to find in the match. You'll get a red helmet, which will give someone on your player an extra 25 shields. You will also have access to golden guns. Gold guns already have the best attachments on them. The only attachment that you can switch on a golden gun is your sight. So if you get a gold gun and it has a 2x, but you want to put like, I don't know, let's say you get a gold flatline and it comes with a 2x and you want to put a 3x on it, you can do that, but you can't switch out any of the other attachments on those golden guns. So the red supply bin is a very high risk, high reward mechanic, and you will not get it every game. Sometimes it will spawn, it's very luck based, because it will spawn on the other end of the map and you have no chance of getting it. There will be other players there and they will fight for it. So if it spawns in your vicinity, I think it is worth it to try to open that supply bin. Obviously it's very situational, it kind of depends, but if you open it, you get some good loot for it. You get some good loot for your trouble. That is going to do it for the supply bin episode. To recap, there are 6 types of supply bins in the game: 2 standard, 2 class-based, and 2 rare supply bins. Standard supply bins give you standard loot, standard floor loot. Class supply bins can be opened by anybody, but if you open a blue supply bin as a support or a red supply bin as assault, you will get access to a hidden compartment which contains upgrades for you and your team. Also, by the way, I forgot to mention, you get 100 Evo charge for opening a class supply bin, so keep an eye out for that. And the rare supply bins are yellow for legendary, red for mythic. Go after those mythic bins, they're a lot of fun, and you get some really good loot for it. And that is going to do it for part 2 of this 3-part mini-series. In the next episode, we are going to be talking about all of the things that you interact with in the world. Care packages, replicators, which is the single-use crafting system, arsenals, respawn beacons, all of those things that you can go and interact with, we're going to cover in part 3, so we'll see you there.